Hey everybody, this is Zork65 or Zork Gaming Channel, whatever I'm officially calling my channel much anymore. I'm very tired, sorry. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and make this video to kind of recap what happened last week. It's nothing bad, nothing bad. I want to start that off, it's nothing bad. I took a vacation. I finally went and had a real, honest-to-goodness vacation. I haven't really had one since I was still probably middle school or maybe high school or something like that. So it's been quite a bit, and for those who don't know, I've been out of college now for 2 to 3 years. So it's kind of hard for me to kind of put this in perspective, but I finally, I think, understand now what it's like to relax. And I really kind of want to, I don't want to, I mean, everybody has hard jobs. I'm going to admit, everybody has a hard job. But how to put this? It's really just kind of hard to describe because my brain wasn't really prepared for, not working. Like, I mean, I've had a job since I was out of college. I mean, since even before I left college, I had a job while in college, and even when I graduated, I didn't take a vacation or a break like a lot of people do. A lot of people, when they graduate, they go like European backpacking trips or, cruises or just something weird out there. And for me, it was really kind of hard to describe and really kind of put into words what it was like to have a vacation. And I really don't think that you should be watching this video to see me try and describe a vacation. But I went to Chicago. I went to C2E2. It's a very famous convention in Chicago for Chicago's Comic Entertainment Expo. It was really fun. I got to stay with my brother Paul and his girlfriend Panda, which you've seen them in my videos before. They let me stay there with their family as the convention was going on, and I stayed there for about a full week. Got to see a lot of local sites. I can remember most of them, in truth. I mean, I went to a lot of famous restaurants down there, had some really great food, and I relaxed. And that's not something I really have ever had an opportunity to do without, what's the word? Without being involved in work. And it was like me sitting down. I mean, I was even on the airplane to there, my brain was still kind of in work mode. Like, okay, what are we going to do when we get there? We've got to get, our stuff taken care of. We've got to contact these people. We have to make sure these things are done in the proper order, which is fair enough. That's how things are like that. But when my brain stopped doing all this stuff, when I laid down in the to sleep for that night, and the convention was the next day, my brain started trying to come up with things that we needed to do, like hey, tomorrow we work. And it's like, well, no, I don't. And it was just the weirdest thing. Like, I was like, I have to make a video, I gotta do this, and this. I'm like, wait, no, this is my vacation. I should relax. I should take a break. I should just do not work. And I think that's one of the hardest things for my brain to have realized. And I hate to admit it, but I haven't really gotten back in the mindset. I mean, I haven't recorded any videos with the guys lately. I mean, I've been talking with them, having fun. It's great to see them again in that situation, but I haven't really recorded anything because I'm still trying to, get back in the swing of things. Once you take that week-long break, it kind of resets your brain a little bit. Still having fun, obviously. I really want to keep doing YouTube, and I love doing this stuff. But it was just weird. It was just weird, and I don't really know how to describe it. And I keep saying that, and it's really weird overall. But I wanted to at least talk about a couple things I did there. I got to see Tom Kenny, who is the voice of SpongeBob. I got to meet Dave Bautista, Sean Gunn from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and Dave Bautista is an old-time wrestler. But he's now Drax the Destroyer, which was some of the coolest stuff I could imagine. I mean, just being able to see them in person was like, oh, I saw your movies. But it was just weird to kind of see and, meet people that you thought you'd never meet before. And I now understand why people love to go to conventions, and I fully plan on going to this one next year. Doing the same kind of thing, maybe have a couple friends over there. I wish I had documented more stuff. There were some really cool things I saw there. I saw a monkey eating a hot dog, which that was not what you were expecting to hear, was it? It was not. I can promise you no one was expecting that. But it was just so much fun. I got to relax. I did a Rorschach cosplay, which I'll throw a picture up here in a second on that one, which in the last vlog you saw had me with a hat, and it was not like I don't normally wear fedoras, but it was just kind of part of the costume, and it's kind of a good way to explain it. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back, home, working on videos and at work. But I was very happy to finally understand what it's like to have a vacation, and I don't really want to say too much about private events. I'm going to move in the camera a little bit. It was just weird to finally have vacation and not know what I was going to do the next day, because for the past almost 7 or 8 years now, I have always known what tomorrow was going to bring. I was going to go to work. I was going to go do this. I was going to do that, and I'd never been to a convention, so it was like uncharted territory for me, and it was amazing. And I really want to go again, and I love that sort of style. I wish I had done these things earlier, but from where I'm located, it's kind of hard. It's expensive. I spent a lot of money to be able to go do these things, and but I've been saving up, and it was obviously, I'm taking care of myself and making sure, I can do these things because I'm making smart decisions, and it's hard to kind of explain a lot of this. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to accomplish with this vlog. Maybe, I'm trying to vent a little bit, talk about what's going on with me, like where my mind is at. It's kind of hard to say. But this is something that I wanted to talk about, at least in some capacity. It was like, taking a week off has legitimately made me think about things differently. Like, what it's like to relax, what it's like to have legitimately no expectation of, a requirement that's going to happen, like, for me later on. Like, I didn't really know what was going to happen. I didn't really have an expectation other than, hey, I'm finally able to just relax. Or tomorrow I don't have to do this. I don't have to do anything. I can, if I wanted to, during that vacation, I feel that I could have just sat and did nothing. Like, just stare at a wall, or I didn't have any obligation to go do this thing, or hang out with this person, or come in for this sort of thing, talk to this person. I literally could just have, I was isolated for like a day or two, and to me that was weird. Like, I was expecting vacations to be super relaxing, you're always having fun, you're always doing something, and but there was this weird feeling of, I don't have to do anything. And it was calming and scary at the same time, where I was like, okay, if I stay like this, what's going to happen? It was like, we can't have nothing to do. My brain has always been in work mode. You have deadlines, we have this to do. My brain was always saying, we have things to do and we have to do. And for me to go, I don't. I was, like, what's the word? Shocked. I was not able to do anything, and it wasn't really not able to. It's my brain was going, well, we have to have something to do. We have to. We've always done this. And it was weird. But I don't really know what this is trying to accomplish. I really don't. I just wanted to record this. As for the video, because I don't really know how to put in words. Maybe someone else has a better way of explaining it than I do down in the comments section. But it was different for me to experience. And I don't really understand how to put it. I really don't. So I'm really not sure how well to sign this off, in truth, because I don't know if there's a good way to do it. But I really hope that, this maybe somebody understands kind of what I'm talking about in this situation, or has, some way that they can kind of help me figure this out. But I at least want to talk to you guys. I don't really talk to you guys a lot in these sort of videos. Like, lately, before this, I've always done, commentary on video games, hanging out with friends, which I still love to do. I love to do that stuff. But I don't interact with you guys as much as I really would like. And it kind of gives it like this distance. And I don't like distance. My job in my life has always been about, conversing with people, like talking to people, like, having that direct connection. Like, my job is very much me talking to people and, learning what they think, how they think, what they're looking for, and then doing what I can to help, push them in the right direction of something that will genuinely, and in my opinion, benefit them. I mean, I sell video games for a living. That's my job. But in this situation, there's a lot of this direct commentary with my friends. So I keep touching my face because I'm very tired and I'm trying to just wipe away the exhaustion. But it's always been this sort of distance between my audience and me, and I, in truth, don't like it. That's why I'm trying to stream more, is to get more people actively involved, where I'm directly talking with you guys. I've got friends who are starting to stream as well. One of my coworkers is, and I helped him with an emote or something like that. I want to see more active involvement in people in this sort of community, because when I went to that convention, I saw thousands of people, and so many people were so devoted to these things and these ideas. Like, I mean, in truth, with comic books, it's very specific, but to see the adoration that people have towards topics like these, things that in truth don't exist. I mean, let's be honest. Comic books, they're all fiction, but to see so many people like connected on such a small, focused point, it was insane. I think the best example I can give you is how this community sort of forms. I had the Rorschach. Like I said, I have the picture. I threw it up earlier, or I'll throw it up right now. I might do it again. I went in with that cosplay, and I had quite a few people come up and say, "Hey, man, I love your costume. Can I take a photo?" They didn't care it was this. It wasn't this guy. They got to see a character that they knew and got to see physically. This representation and this, I guess, mentality that exists for these characters. And they got to see somebody who also felt that way. Like, Rorschach is one of my favorite characters in comic books. He's one of the most in-depth, like, characters you can probably find out there. And it was awesome to see other people appreciated that. But there was specifically one, and I don't know if he'll ever see this, and I hope one day he does, just because it means a lot to me as well. I was in Rorschach cosplay. It was a Saturday. It was like the middle of the convention, so it was like the peak of everybody being there. And he saw me through the crowd, and it was like this, oh my god kind of moment. And he was about maybe 15, 16, and he was in a Rorschach cosplay as well. And it was so weird to see someone else. And I mean, I was full costume, so I had the mask, and he never saw my face. No one who took the photo really ever saw my face unless I put it on immediately, on it, immediately. But he saw someone else who was a fan of the series, and he said, "Man, we are in the same costume." And I mean, mine was a little bit more homemade, like using a London jacket. I bought my own hat. He said, "I have to ask you, and please say yes. Can I take a photo with you?" And his parents were there with him, and I guess they must have been locals. And I found myself saying, "Absolutely, absolutely, please take a photo with me." And he kind of wrapped his arm a little bit around me, and of course I wrapped my arm like right around his shoulder, and I gave it a thumbs up, and he pointed at me, and it was really weird and hard to explain how I felt, because it was just nice to see that someone else appreciated this more than, just a simple, hey, hi, you're wearing the same thing. He was so excited, so happy to see it, and it's that level of connectivity that I want to see more in people. Like, you don't see that in the normal days, like, everyday streets. It feels like it has to be a big event that these sort of things happen, when it can just be, hey, you love this thing? Absolutely, awesome, great. Can we talk about this? Like, when I work at GameStop, I see so many people of so many fandoms, and that word is somewhat changed over the years, but I'm trying to use it in the general term. Stranger Things, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. There's always something that somebody loves, that they absolutely adore, and it's an amazing thing to see that a lot of people don't get to experience. Is you can find someone else, and that's a thing I try and foster in my community, and what I bring to my workplace, and what I try and bring here is I want there to be something that you can be excited about, something that you can go, hey, you love this thing? Okay, I've got to talk to you about this then. It's this involvement that we all need to have with each other. And it's so hard oftentimes to find people like that, because over the past couple of years, it's become more widely acceptable, but long time ago, 10 years ago is a long time. It's not really. But it's always been this sort of stigma of that if you were excited for something that's not mainstream, then it's like, why are you even trying? Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's slowly starting. No, why am I saying I hate to say it? I'm happy to see that that's starting to slowly erode and get away from itself. That people are allowed to be more happy about what they are bringing, what they're contributing, and how much they love something. And I want to see that more involved. I want to start seeing what my audience loves to see. I want to start seeing, what my friends love to see. I want to get involved in this sort of mentality that exists. Because for me, that's one of the coolest things ever, is to see someone else's passion through their eyes, see them light up when they realize, oh my gosh, this person loves it just as much as I do. So that being said, guys, if you have something that you're truly passionate about, please put it down in the comment section. There is no judgment, in my opinion. If you're passionate about something, own up to it. be happy that you're happy about something. Now, there are some things obviously out there that, are personal to a lot of people, and, don't belittle things that other people have. It's like I'm trying to say specific concepts, but, be happy with who you are, with what you're bringing to the table. Be happy with what you have, but realize that there's a bigger world out there. Be there for other people. Not everybody's going to love the same things you're going to love, but that doesn't mean that, what they love isn't as important as what you love. So, once again, I'm really bad at these sort of sign-off things. But please, down below, put something that you love. I love these conventions. I love comic books. I love movies, TV shows. I love certain actors. I mean, there's so much talent and awesome creativity in this world. And the sad thing is, we'll never get to see all of it. But that doesn't mean we should, belittle anything like in that situation. Realize that there's something that you can love and be passionate about. But that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really honestly didn't know where this video was going to go. This is all off the top of my head. It's very quick and impromptu, and just wanted kind of to vent myself. But it's like, if you guys, want to see something specific, obviously I said talk about your passions down below. I might do something with that. There's always, creativity can start from the smallest of things, and it's something that we all can learn from. But that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, share your passion and share this video. That was that was cheesy as hell. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.